All right, everyone, we are back with the next episode of the Raiders Rambles. I am Jolt, chief host of the show, and joining me as always is none other than my co-host, Avira.
Hey guys, happy Friday. And happy Friday the 13th. Ooh. Yeah,
Dun,
it's
dun,
it's just a
dun.
Yeah, it's just a normal January day. But that's okay. Hope everyone's having a nice day so far.
Well, as long as your heads are intact, that is.
Yeah.
Anyway, joining us as always is my interim host, Noble.
Yay, we got summer and it sucks.
Well, we got summer here, and it's between being toasty and wet. So here it's not exactly making up its mind.
No, but at least we've got summer.
Yes, we have summer, but it's always the heat. Well,
Uh,
got some interesting items for the week. Surprisingly, they've happened. So here we go. Let's get started with this first one. All right, M&Ms. Some time ago, we've covered the recent changes in M&M's character design and what they represent in a good number of episodes back on our podcast. Now
Oh no.
they've released a female only special edition grab bag of candy featuring quote unquote lesbian green and brown chocolates, as well as a new plus size purple sweet that represents body positivity.
I think this is good marketing for them because if they're promoting body positivity as being large, I mean, selling candy is the way to go, especially with a relatable mascot. Hey, good for them. Good idea.
I'm sorry, but a company that produces chocolates probably not the best one for body positivity.
Oh, this is what they want, right? Come on, plus sized candy. That's great for
And it's
plus sized
basically and
customers.
it's candy too. Like it's the fastest way to reach that state of being body positive.
Oh, delicious, beautiful,
Right.
and diverse. I love it.
It's like all the wins. Like check, win, addictive, win, perfect. Perfect marketing strategy. Perfect synergy between product and end goal. Tick.
Yeah, and it's chocolate. That's perfect. Oh man, what were they thinking with this? See, last time it was about the misogyny thing because they had the female M&Ms. They were fawning over the guys, right? They were trying to get their attention. That was the old one that they got all upset about.
Now,
Now they're
now
just going full blown lesbian. So
right.
okay.
So
Hmm.
I'm kind of curious, why is the color green and the color brown being associated with lesbians?
I think it's because were they originally just the female M&Ms to begin with? That just might be a reason because traditionally
I
that's
think
what they
so.
were. I don't
And
know.
I think on one of the headlines, purple was recently added in an
Hmm.
attempt to promote inclusivity to
Wait,
represent.
royal
Yeah.
purple. The royal color has been associated with inclusivity. I mean, I'm sorry, but that just
No,
seems a
no.
bit
This is
out
for all
there.
this is for all the purple people out there, or those who identify as purple. Forgive me. They got to be inclusive, right? What were they thinking? I mean, this is silly.
Okay, let's head down. Let's have a look at the Let's have a look at the packaging first. Lo and behold.
Wait, are
Like
they upside down on purpose?
yes, it says on the
Oh,
tagline there, supporting women flipping the status quo.
Okay.
how?
What
It's
if you're allergic
candy?
to peanuts?
No, what? Wait, what is this? What is this supposed to mean? Are they donating some of their proceeds to like breast cancer, or like what's going on here?
Good one,
Well, like,
Butskarsky.
what's the message? Don't get it. They don't like the
Like
Avatar people. Yeah, they have to have like the light blue M&Ms that with stripes on them for the Avatar people. Oh, what the fuck?
mhm.
Oh boy. Do you
Yeah,
want to read
and
this one?
yeah, and going on like what we're looking at is it's a bit yeah, this was kind of a bit on the nose from back then. These two female
Okay,
M&Ms holding hands from back in
this
2015.
is who is this marketing to it exactly? Is this for kids? What?
No, right? Who is this
What?
marketed to? Is this marketed
Yeah,
to
this is.
kids? Is this marketed to
Oh
women?
no, this is like a fantasy for like I don't know, old men with chocolate fetishes. Like what is this marketing, man? Like
And
uh,
even then, this is one of those things that says it's not for men because it's celebrating how women flip the status quo to succeed. Apparently,
But
okay,
women have been succeeding for like hundreds of years. I mean,
yeah.
thousands of years as
do you
well.
know what this reminds me of? This is kind of like those marketing ads they do for cigarettes. You're an independent woman, smoke such and such. You'll really turn heads. Like that's what they used to do back in the day. Ooh, spooky. Or it's just more woke garbage. Because I mean, M&Ms are just yummy. I don't know why they're doing this. They're going this route.
Most of the time, companies like this do this just to sort of stir up some trouble. That's all. Get some
Where's
free
the
marketing by people losing their shit.
Where's the yellow and red guy? They were cool.
They're the male M&Ms. They can't have the red one, the blue M&M, the yellow M&M, the orange M&M.
Yeah, where'd they go?
They're seen
Right?
as toxic today.
Toxic M&Ms. Yeah, that's not a good marketing idea. Not for candy. No, not at all. Toxic masculine M&Ms. Don't eat them. They're poison. All right. Well, maybe this will improve sales. What do you think?
I mean, apparently this is supposed to solve sexism.
Okay, but it's M&Ms though. Like
Yeah.
what? Come on.
It is. And all right, so here's what they said on their official tweet, M&M's. We're celebrating women across the country who are flipping the status quo. Help us shine the spotlight by nominating a woman in your life who is breaking barriers and paving a new path.
Wait, 10,000 to fund what?
Their flip.
What does that mean? Just here's $10,000 for being a good woman?
Well, to support whatever the heck they're doing that's against the railing against the supposed patriarchy.
The hell is this?
Hmm.
This is one of the weirdest ad campaigns I've ever seen. Who thought this was like a good idea? Oh wait, I want to see the
Forgot
purple
about
M&M.
Gillette.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that was
All
messed
right.
up too.
Then there's that tampon group.
Okay, hi.
The newest member, purple.
Wait, has there never been a purple M&M before?
No, I think they were introduced it last year.
Hmm.
And this purple one, okay. So this one, this is what the purple one represents. Designed to represent acceptance of inclusivity, our newest member is known for her earnest self-expression. Keen self-awareness, authenticity, and confidence are the driving forces behind Purple's charm and quirky nature.
Oh man, that
So
is
they're
cringe.
associating black women with the color purple.
Is that what that's trying to mean? Oh goodness, this is creepy. More nuanced personalities. It's a freaking M&M. But okay, like for their marketing, sure, she's a new character and whatnot.
Yeah.
Doesn't look all that unique though. Literally just looks like an egg-shaped M&M with white boots and gloves. Yeah.
Yeah, where the heck have all the feminine shoes gone? Only the brown one's wearing still the high heels.
They gave her eyelashes and a little bit of lips to make it look female. That's what they did.
Hmm.
Oh, and And then she's like oblong, like the yellow guy and blue guy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why does that brown M&M look really angry? Look at that one
Which is
with the
the quote
glasses.
unquote the boss bitch.
Yeah, it's like, ugh, they're making me
Oh.
pose for this photo with these losers. Oh my god. That's the vibe I'm getting here. It's okay.
Yeah. So anyway, just as a whole thing, like regarding, you're right, Vera. Are they donating this to charity? Maybe they are.
Yeah, it seems
One
like they are
dollar
indeed.
from every flip pack will go to support the next generation of women flipping the script in
Hmm.
creative industries.
Okay, so she is the music, and we are moving the needle. Don't know anything about that, but interesting.
Yeah. And okay, some interesting live comments here first. We'll go through them one by one. Boombox. Is the purple one grape flavored?
It's inspirational flavored. It's inclusivity. It's expression. It's all that stuff and more.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, can you go back to the article for a second? I thought I saw something. Oh, okay, good. Never mind. Nothing. I'm not gonna. For a second, when they said the Gina Davis Institute, I thought that
Yeah,
said
and
something else.
on gender in media and the female founder collective.
Oh, that. Oh
That
god.
really sounds like it's one of those the specialist college girl clubs that you see in college.
Yeah, it sounds like one of those things you'd waste your degree on.
Yeah, like or I'm part of this collective. We have
Oh
power,
man.
power for women.
Yeah, through M&Ms, guys. That's
Mhm.
a victory, right?
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, it's crazy too. Like another live comment, no dragons, please. Thanks for tuning in. The way to solve sexism is don't be sexist. Ironically, the most sexist group is the oppressed group.
It always is. It always is.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, they have a purple and lesbian M&Ms now. So you know what? Screw you, patriarchy. Gonna flip them M&Ms on their heads. Really make a difference.
Get more women to be all friggin'. Oh, look at me! I'm a this lesbian boss bitch now.
And
The
the
funny
fact
thing
that
is,
yeah, sorry, go
saying
on.
anything against this sort of thing,
Ironically,
do we really want these individuals being healthy that are pro this sort of crap?
Ooh, ooh. I mean, clearly the guys at the companies, they don't care. I mean, they're marketing to.
No, I'm referring to the consumers. If the consumers want to turn around, buy, and eat this sort of stuff and just sort of bloat themselves up to the point where they will get like what type 2 diabetes, you know, serious problems from having too much weight.
Hey, that's their own fault. My body, my choice, right?
I mean, I want to be.
Until you crush someone in the street when you keel over.
In which case, the purple M&M is just for you.
Hey, stunning and brave. Okay, it's beautiful.
And authentic and self-expressive, and also inclusive.
Yes, I'll crush everybody. I don't care what what you are.
And
Isn't
tell
it
you why,
weird though?
yeah,
Isn't it like just such a weird thing that they think adding a new color M&M is somehow inclusive and that relates to like humans and diversity and crap? Like how does that make sense?
The diversity crap doesn't matter, Vera. What matters is that they're trying to get people talking about M&Ms. That's it.
God, it's like Coca-Cola makes a new brand. We're inclusive now. It's
yeah, but
cinnamon
Coca-Cola.
flavored. Like what?
I think Coca-Cola, at least the way Coca-Cola handles flavors, isn't like the way M&M's handles all that now. So,
Just bring back Coke Original.
mhm. Yeah. But at the end of the day, though, the $1 million question is Is it if you are a woman, is it worth becoming an absolute woman just to flip the script, an absolute unit by buying all these M&Ms?
Oh my god, man. Sure. Sure, probably. Why
Yeah,
not?
yeah. You stick it to the patriarchy. You become that
Exactly.
absolute unit. But in that sense, though, but for us practical people, you know, what are some good alternatives to M&M's candies?
I mean, you can have M&Ms every now and then, like that's fine, but
Yeah,
I wouldn't be eating M&Ms like for a cause. You know, it's not
no,
like I support this and that.
no,
Yes,
no, no, no,
M&M, like
no.
that it gets weird like that.
Actually, I would only actually eat the patriarchal M&Ms, the red, blue, yellow, and orange ones. I
Oh my god. That's so
do.
weird.
Yeah. Like one last live comment just to round this segment off. Boxcut Husky, basics 100 pounds in the elevator with some M&Ms. I'm helping. I'm flipping the script.
Oh shit!
Hmm. I know. So that is that, though. Remember, choose your chocolates and your candy wisely. That's another day. Now, next item on the docket. I'm sure you've heard the Velma thing making the rounds for all the wrong reasons. Isn't that right, Avira?
Why is she standing on the street alone?
Well, oh goodness, there's a lot of things wrong with this. Now we did talk about this quite some time ago. Remember back in the day they had that show Scoob? Well, they
Right.
canceled that when season 2 was about 98% finished. I'll get into that in a little bit. And then we have this abomination, who currently, I believe, it's at over 9,000 likes on YouTube. Their trailer that they just promoted about 2 days ago, with over 200,000 dislikes. That's about a 20-to-1 ratio. No one likes this. Not even the critics. Not even like the
Right.
woke critics. It's like
Like, look at
50%.
this.
Look at this.
The tomato
This is
meter.
scary.
Critics.
9%.
This is
Dead.
bad, dude. This is really bad. Like, no one likes this. And this is a Scooby-Doo spin-off without Scooby-Doo. How dare they call this a reimagining of Scooby-Doo when there's no Scooby? Oh, and also they made Shaggy, they renamed him Norville. It was the original name of the show. And they made him black and addicted to weed. Isn't that just lovely? How inclusive, right? How progressive. It gets worse. But okay, do you want to like read on with this article? This is really funny.
I mean, yeah, given that only 50 critics only gave it 50% and the audience only gave like really that low, it's one of those things. Like, and if you read on here, it's like sure there will be the usual diversity recasting haters, but if you watch the show itself, it feels like it's almost making fun of the shows that are do diversity casting or social messaging. Okay, I'm gonna stop there and say, cope.
No, it is that bad because people from both sides are hating it. People like on the woke side, like they're calling it racist, and I don't know. You can never win with these wackos. But this is what they're saying.
I'm still confused as to why the fuck Velma has to be black.
Because this is it goes on to say exactly why. The show's creator Mindy Kaling, this is like that's her. This is her OC in this show. Like that's supposed to be her.
This is a fanfic?
Kind
Yeah.
of like self-insertion sort of thing.
Yeah,
Are
that's what she
you
did.
fucking kidding me?
Nope.
Oh no.
And that's why
no.
they couldn't fire her, or that's why she had final say over when they canceled the other show, because she's producing this and she's like the main voice actor. Yeah, this is like her show, so no one can really say anything.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Good luck with that.
it gets deep, man. It really does. This is some bonkers stuff. So check this out.
I mean, Yeah, and like some of the you've been hearing questions and complaints, right? Like some of the writing, like the humor is not resonating with people,
Of
and that's
course
probably
not.
one of the reasons they're not liking it. Eh?
When your head is that far up your ass, you're basically at the bottom of your throat.
Let's
Hmm.
see, this show. This is a show that finally has Daphne and Velma share a kiss, and yet its potential liberal audience is writing it off because of how antagonistic it all feels. See, no one's happy with this. Like, no one. What are they trying to do here? What the heck? And where's Scooby, damn it?
Boombox brought up an interesting thing.
Hmm?
No, sorry, Joseph. Wait, no, am I missing? Yeah, I was clicked on the wrong one. Great.
Blackface
Blackface
Velma and
Velma and
Shaggy's a black
Shaggy is
druggie.
Black Druggy.
Yeah, see, that's what they did. They literally, like, because Shaggy in the show, we all know he's a pothead, right? He always got the munchies. He's always paranoid. He thinks the dog can talk. He's crazy, right? And even the live action movie, they poked fun at that he was smoking weed and whatever. But that's just Shaggy. This came out in like the 60s. But now they legit just made him like, and I'm pretty sure, isn't Daphne selling drugs in this as well? I'm pretty sure she is.
What? Oh,
Yeah,
hang on. No, wait. That does make total sense.
I'm pretty sure Daphne's selling drugs, and they made Fred a pompous, rich white guy with a small penis. I'm not even making that up. That's a quote from the show. That
So
he's upset
basically, they're
because he has a
saying
small penis.
what are they saying? White men have little micro penises,
I
or white men
I
are afraid to make
guess
themselves
I guess this
Wasn't that a
is.
masculine.
racial slur against a particular group of people?
Yep.
Are they
Yeah.
trying to shift that now?
Man.
Oh, fuck.
Again, who is this written for? Who wants to see this garbage?
Well, clearly this isn't a children's cartoon show.
Oh no, it's meant to be like an Adult Swim type of cartoon thing. Like Family Guy, or well, not really like that, but like an animated adult-ish cartoon, like for teens and stuff. But it's just such trash.
This is fucking ridiculous.
It's really crazy. Like, you would think, if this wasn't real and I saw like the Babylon Bee as a heading over this, I would be like, oh yeah, this sounds like something completely ridiculous that can't possibly be a real thing, but it actually is, because it's 2023.
This is the thing that's really bad, is that when you can't tell if it's real or if it's just somebody pulling a prank or a joke.
Dude, they turned Shaggy black and made him a pothead. What the fuck timeline is this? Like, what? In a Scooby spin-off show? That's crazy. I can't believe they actually did that. That is so insane. That sounds like something Adult Swim would do, though. Like, for a parody.
I can understand modernizing the whole Scooby-Doo thing and try to reboot the franchise.
Oh, dude, they did Mystery Incorporated? That was incredible. You ever see that series?
Yeah.
Really good stuff.
I mean, for today.
I mean, that was only a few years ago. It was like 2010s, right? It was still pretty good.
I mean, for 2020.
Yeah, right. Just a couple of years, things have changed a bit. Ah, jeez.
Look, I understand if this voice actor is a member of like the white supremacists or something, but please keep this sort of stuff out of your whole sort of cartoons for everyone to enjoy. It's not enjoyable for majority of people out there that actually want to have some fun.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was one of these two shows. It was either Scoob, like the original one we were talking about before, or it was this show, where they said that the kids are no longer going to be working with the police because they don't like the police. Was it this show? Do you remember us talking about that at all? It might have been the other one.
I don't
Maybe it was something
that.
else.
No, it was definitely one of the Scooby spin-offs, because it was like, at the end of each episode, originally, the kids would always call the sheriff and, oh, you meddling kids and all that crap. But now it seems like they don't want to do that anymore.
So what happens if they catch somebody? What do they do with them? Do they just, you drag them out to the bush and put a bullet between the head, between the
No,
eyes? Or...
they call a social worker. They'd work out their problems, and everyone will go home. Right? Easy.
So if the
No, I
person's
don't know what they do.
basically a psychopath that likes killing people, they're just going to send him to a psychologist.
I don't know what their plan was with that. I never actually bothered to watch an episode to see how they go about it. So that's why I'm thinking it might be this show. Or maybe it's like kids, or maybe it's not even that. Maybe it's actually like real ghosts and real monsters where they have to, like, I don't know, summon them back to a magic book or something.
Could you
Like maybe
imagine if
they're actually just literally killing zombies. I mean, they might do that too.
they had zombies already in the movie? Could you imagine if they actually had Velma, instead of being technologically sound, magically sound, having actual magical powers?
Yeah, like as a witch or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Oh no, a witch in training because of her age, but
Okay,
supposed age. But no, seriously, that would be fun.
that would be interesting. They've done wizard magic and stuff like that in Scooby before. Different spin-offs or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Ghoul School was a cool one. I liked Witch's Ghost. That was
but,
great with Thorn and the Hex Girls. Oh, classic, man. So classic.
there's an episode of Pokemon X and Y where Planet has he's got magic and not technology, but instead of being basically a complete loaf where everything blows up in his face and everybody else's face, he's actually really good. Oh yeah, Team Rocket go around beating up bad guys. That was funny. Now, I'm surprised they don't do something like that with Scooby Doo.
Well, they've
Respect
over the decades they've experimented with some different stuff. I mean, hell, they've had the Globetrotters on there at one point. They definitely do a lot. I think they met the Addams Family at one point. Geez, what else did they do? They met
Are you
freaking
imagine
like
Daphne
wrestlers.
being like a bodybuilder or something?
No, yeah, they have. They met like wrestlers
Really?
and stuff, and like, yeah, they did.
I missed the Johnny Bravo crossover. That one was funny.
No, that was great. I love Johnny Bravo. But, getting back to this though, I don't think we're really gonna ever see anything like Johnny Bravo. Probably never, because he's so misogynistic and evil and terrible.
He's thick as a brick.
Oh, I know, it's hilarious. I love it. So Velma's been out for 2 episodes, and it's already no one wants to see this. So what do you think they're gonna do?
I think
It's a
if I'm
Scooby don't.
well, if I'm really gonna be honest, they either A, the creator will milk it and try and get pull in for a second season, or B, they'll just scrap it after this season.
Just down the memory hole, right? Just forget about it. It never happened.
The same way that shows like Resident Evil happened, scrapped it after 1 season.
Yeah, and that's a real shame with Resident Evil too. And that's really a bummer.
What was that actor's name? The father? The one that was cloned all the time?
The actor, I don't know.
I don't know, but the fact of the matter is, this is why you do not put furry stuff into your dialogue and have actors say it unironically.
I really am pissed because that actor is really good. He really plays it well, but he just had such terrible writing to go from.
Inu, I think they're gonna double down and make something worse.
Yay! Maybe they'll kill it off for about a decade.
No, Inu's right, because this is what they do. I've been so surprised. It seems like just the past couple of years, just when you think it can't get any more bonkers, it does somehow. Like, yeah, and it's gonna get crazier.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Like you said, we ain't seen nothing yet, and the amount of clown in Clown World is just going to be more and more intensified. So, yeah, I mean, if last week was to go by where we talked about the Joker being a pregnant man, then
Oh God.
yeah, who knows what kind of horrors await us as we go venturing down this year. So,
Oh.
yeah, but the show ain't over yet, so might as well enjoy it while we're still on this world. All right. So, next item. Okay, big question. Show of hands. or post in the comments if you are excited for Hogwarts Legacy.
No.
Well, truth be told, I'm just kind of a bit about it because one, I dislike Harry Potter with a burning passion. So I'm like, WTF? I love Harry Potter now. Anyway,
I'm probably not gonna play it unless it's like at a friend's house or something. 'Cause I'm not gonna like take my time to actually whatever. But it does look kind of cool though. I'm not gonna lie. And it seems like there's already a lot of hype for it.
right, and it's so much hype that it's the best selling game on Steam by a full month early, owing to nothing but pre-orders.
Wow.
Look at this. Top sellers on Steam, top sellers by revenue. One, the Steam Deck. That's the piece of hardware. Counter-Strike Go, free to play, of
Mhm.
course. Free, Hogwarts Legacy. It shot up 29 positions, and now it's just up, 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 up.
Wow. So what is it about it that makes so many people want to get this?
Interesting. It's I mean, yes, granted, it is a game set in the Harry Potter verse,
Mhm.
the world that, and the controversy has been about is a playing it, buying it, covering the game amounts of proxy support for the creator of the Harry Potter universe, J.K. Rowling,
Ah, there it is.
who
So
has repeatedly expressed anti-trans views on social media.
so just because of that perceived idea that J.K. Rowling has to be canceled, God forbid she has opinions, right? And this is the top selling game on Steam, right? Aside from their own hardware.
Yeah, like I'm sure, like even on PlayStation, it'll still be super popular on consoles. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, for sure. But look at the contrast here. You see things like Getting Woke and obviously going broke, like that TV show, and then you have something like this where it's the swing of the audience. This is like what people want. They're so sick of this woke crap that they're actually gravitating towards normal content, I guess.
Or even games that like people who just basically are based enough to say, nope, fuck you. This is how it is. This is the truth. This is the way the thing goes world, and these are immutable facts.
Yeah.
So
How dare you? They're boycotting the. Why?
yeah. And these
You're
people, like
somewhat
I
supporting.
saw on the Steam listings, the game, like people have been putting these SJWs up, tagging the game in an effort to dissuade people from buying it. They put in tags like villain protagonist, NSFW, and capitalism.
Hold on. Please, just hang on. Are they stating that Hogwarts is not safe for work?
They are tagging the game as NSFW on the Steam listing in an effort to dissuade people from buying it.
Yeah, I would
Right.
estimate they're doing that to get it flagged, probably.
Yeah,
Hold on.
to get the listing taken down.
Does anyone not realize that by labeling something as adult, it's going to make people want to buy it more?
That seems to be the case, especially with the whole. What do they mean, capitalism? Do they see that as an insult? Yeah, you goddamn capitalisms. God, like what the heck? What was that? That's weird. I don't see how that dissuades anyone from anything. I just think it's funny that they would say that because they're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But this, what it seems like? This game, this Hogwarts Legacy, maybe it's actually not all about that crazy woke agenda. Maybe it's just going to be a fun game with magic and wizards and dragons and crap.
Right.
That'll be fun.
In the spirit of the Harry Potter series.
Yeah, exactly. Sure. Some Diagon Alley and Flu Powder in there, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
But without the race swapping and the gay characters and all the weirdness going on.
The fact of the matter is, I mean, you still a wizard. Like I'm sure I haven't seen much of the game yet. Like it's because it's kind of just not interested me. But now I guess my eyes are, my curiosity is piqued. So again, character creators probably and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's one of those things like you have either it's like people just basically got on the train saying J.K. Rowling did a bad. We must cancel this game.
Yeah, no, she didn't do a bad. She just got canceled by the wackadoodles who don't understand like
Yeah.
reality. Nah, she didn't
Now
do anything wrong.
the thing is, J.K. Rowling didn't do anything wrong, and that she had no direct involvement in the game. It was not a new story from her. So
But
again, it's the same story too, like Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor. Tolkien wasn't involved in the writing. It's just, yeah, it's very much a big artistic liberty project that was, with the spirit of Harry Potter.
yeah, but do you think the people that are hashtagging this capitalist really care? Nah, no, they
No,
don't. They probably don't even know about this. They're just like, oh, yep, Harry Potter, her, evil, bad. Twitter told me so.
yeah, yeah, and in that sense, though, it's like if you so much as do all of these things, like play the game, buy the game, do a YouTube let's play of the game, support, cover it, whatever. You're supporting the evil, anti 40%er agenda.
uh, I did see something briefly about this game. It was a combat review, and it looked pretty cool. Not gonna lie, it was like a wizard like fighting a troll with like they're blasting lightning from their wand. Like it looked pretty freaking sick.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'd give it a shot if like I could play it,
Like,
but
I
I don't
mean,
have Steam, so
like I said, you could get your hands on a Steam Deck these days. You don't need a super fancy schmancy PC.
I mean, I'm definitely going to be interested in looking into what the game's all about because if it's literally like the top seller here, there's got to be something to it, right? Plus, there's also a
Yeah,
lot of Harry Potter fans out there who just want more content, so that's another thing too. I happen to really like Harry Potter, so I'm interested in this.
I mean, yeah, definitely. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
just give it a shot. Hey, why not? All right. And on that, yeah, on that same note, like it's so crazy to the point. Like while we're on the same tangent, related but not completely. Like we've seen people get fired, like over that sort of thing, like for their beliefs or even supporting Hogwarts Legacy. Like, for example, Limited Run Games fires community managers over their Twitter account because this person's Twitter account, ex-employee Cara Lynn, followed some pretty, conservative Twitter accounts and supported, and expressed excitement for playing the upcoming Hogwarts Legacy. And so because of that, gone, you're out the door.
Wow, some users consider the game transphobic. Get the hell out of here. What is this? Whoa, my god. Okay, this is really bonkers, guys.
Yeah, like
What? So what?
apparently,
They
yeah, if
they
you
like the
support the
tweet?
yeah, or even if you so much as follow, conservative Twitter accounts or support Hogwarts Legacy, like you want to play the game, it could cost you your job. But is Hogwarts Legacy worth your job?
This is getting out of hand.
Yeah, it's an existential question. I understand, but at the same token, it's really just way out of hand.
Yeah, this really is getting crazy. They say that there's not a cancel mob coming after conservatives. Yeah, I call BS on that. Yeah, there definitely is. Look at this is nonsense. Who is this person? Like their manager?
Yeah, community manager Cara Lynn,
What
The
the
Sims.
hell?
Yeah.
You do not follow what we want you to follow. You must think like us. Jeez, that is spooky.
Hmm. Yeah. But again, imagine that. It's very, very spooky though. But you know what though? I know it really does seem kind of tempting though. It's like I understand it's a Harry Potter game, but to get back to the whole thing, it's like these days, games are also being complained about for a myriad of crazy reasons. Remember the other episode, Final Fantasy 16 got covered because it was too authentic for being inspired by European, medieval European cultures and being overwhelmingly white, despite the developers being Japanese.
Yeah, that was a weird criticism.
Yet they do it with Pokemon, and it's perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
But Pokemon's animated by Japanese, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
The games are developed by the Japanese. The
Okay.
animation is done by the Japanese.
But
Same story. Now,
the games are more like lately getting based in non-Japanese regions.
mm-hmm.
I think Sword and Shield was England.
Yeah, definitely. And the new one, Scarlet and Violet, are based on like Spanish regions, possibly Mexico.
That's cool. We have to get to a point where this is not seen as a bad thing.
No.
It's not. If someone of a different race wants to make a game or something in a different culture that's out there, is okay. Well, so, like, why is that bad? I don't know. It's just goofy.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. Anyway, on that same note though, who's excited for it though? Just as a round out thing.
I don't mind watching the Harry Potter movies, but that's about it. I'm not going to be playing the game.
No, right.
Although the drama in this whole thing's just been oozing with entertainment.
Yeah, it's contrived because of the opinions of the author herself, even though she herself doesn't even have a hand in the game.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna be playing this one. I like the original like Harry Potter movies. The whole Fantastic Beast things, I didn't even watch. I think I watched maybe one of them, but it wasn't really my thing. There are a few games like Harry Potter games that I did play that I really liked, but that was from like Game Boy Advance times and like PlayStation 1 times. I haven't really played anything else since, so I think it's kind of past my my interest really. I like the original movies and books, like don't get me wrong, but any of the new stuff they got coming out, I don't know.
Yeah, like again, as somebody who doesn't like Harry Potter a lot, then it's
The game does look kind of cool though, not gonna lie. Like if I got an opportunity to play it, I'd give it a shot.
Yeah, and I think all this outrage has just kind of made me, a bit more open to seeing it. But yeah, NSFW, it's
Yeah.
really like something suitable for wizards.
Oh jeez. That's a strange tactic though. I've never seen them do something like that before. I'm sure there's other weird hashtags they try to attach it with, transphobic and all that stupid crap, right?
Trigger word.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like some kind of like psychological horror. I reckon that might be a one.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, Boxcar Husky Live comment. I can't wait for a Pokemon game based in backwoods Oklahoma.
Oh, what kind of Pokemon would they have there? Like swamp Pokemon?
If you
Or
want some
bugs.
Pokemon, set a Pokemon game in Louisiana, please.
What about California?
I'm sure they have a lot of fire Pokemon there. Yeah. Definitely a lot of fire types in California.
But Oklahoma is like a lot. What? Oklahoma is majority like the grasslands, plains. Like it's the Great Plains.
Does anyone
yeah.
find it? Is anyone finding it ironic how Scooby-Doo franchise is basically going belly up while Harry Potter's basically going the other way?
Yeah, it seems like they're doing pretty good with their pre-orders already for Harry Potter. With Scooby, that's just so sad. Like, 1969. How long ago was that? Like over, like
That's
what,
like
50
50
years?
years and a bit. 54
Wow,
years.
that's how long Scooby Doo's been around. And now look at what we have. Imagine watching like the original Scooby Doo. Where are you? I mean, those are the days, man. Hanna-Barbera. And now we have Fred has a small penis. What the hell? What happened? Like, what is going on here? Ah, that's just so crazy. Everything about it is crazy for sure, but just wow.
All
I
right.
feel like they really could make a cool, like for adults cartoon Scooby Doo. Only make it like almost like the Twilight Zone kind of thing, like legit spooky, you know?
Mhm.
But like with adult humor thrown in there, and it doesn't have to be all this woke political bullshit. It could just be like a legit spooky animated series. That'd be really interesting.
Could be.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like
But
Scooby Doo normally, but just darker.
unfortunately, when you want to make propaganda, you have to sacrifice on a good story.
Yeah.
All right. I think we definitely have another story in the midst of it, and it's been making the rounds as well. If you're also, especially more so if you're a fan of old school tabletop gaming,
Mm.
hmm or even old school RPGs, right? Dungeons and Dragons has been in the news because they have come out with a revision or a new thing called the OGL. They're open, a license that basically allows you to to create Dungeons and Dragons the OGL, the Open Gaming License that allows you to to produce fresh new Dungeons and Dragons content with the approval of it, and it's basically creating an uproar.
If this was still popular, people would be making a shit ton of porn and making it, yeah. Oh man, if they
Wait,
did
so are
this,
they
like,
trying? Are they making this like an
89
open
years ago.
world where
No, they
anyone can program parts of the game?
or like write your own little Dungeons and Dragons thing that will just with the OGL. But now the way they've handled it has made it like they've kind of blocked out the small time creator.
Oh,
So basically, what that means is they've kind of locked them out, and now Dungeons and Dragons are just basically like you can't have a thingo of it. Oh, it's basically a licensing thing. The OGL would force any creator making more than $50,000 to report their earnings to Wizards of the Coast.
huh.
Creators earning over $750,000 would have to pay a 25% royalty.
Damn, what creator's making over $750,000? I want to work there.
Now, that's actually interesting because it doesn't particularly state if it's the material that they make that they earn from, or if it's all up, or everything they earn from
Gross
everywhere.
revenue. That's the thing.
Oh no! Yeah, that's gonna piss people off.
What about the
Whoops.
50,000? It doesn't say that there.
Yeah, $50,000 in gross revenue. You have to report their earnings. So that means
Oh,
what
oh, oh, yes.
Wizards
Okay.
of the Coast is what become unofficially become the tax office.
So from now on, no one's going to be able to do. No one's going to want to touch D&D stuff.
No,
Oh
they
boy!
they'll play the game. They'll play the established content, like the fifth edition, the fourth edition, all that stuff. The Pathfinder games, Neverwinter Nights, all that stuff. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to making new Dungeons and Dragons content, you have to learn how to hide your money from the tax man.
Yeah, definitely. What the heck? 25% royalty? Jeez. That's a lot.
Yeah. So basically, this means like if if your new Dungeons and Dragons campaign strikes it rich and all that, like whatever's in it, then
Then they basically just take it all away from you. Most of it. Well, a lot of
yes.
it.
A third of it.
That's ridiculous, man. That's crazy.
Well, look, it's licensing. Okay, that's
Yeah,
the issue.
that's not really. I mean, it's not the numbers I would have chosen. If I was like the CEO of this place, I wouldn't have chosen 25%. That's way too. That's high. Because I want people to be creative and actually like do things. You know, to promote the game, of course. I want to like cut people out.
Yeah, but even then, first things first, But from a content creator standpoint, it's like
The thing that
you're
irritates me is that this story doesn't, news story doesn't actually clarify if it's uh, the amount that you make all up, or if it's just from earnings from the material that is D&D.
Well, they said it didn't include profit.
just revenue. So I mean, if it's gross revenue, it would be just like what before tax and all that. So. And then that's what it's basically is just again like a kind of like a licensing thing that to prevent them from stealing Wizards of the Coast work, and at that point you just realize you've kind of fucked up.
Can you imagine
They-
if this happened with Pokemon?
No, no.
Yeah. Now let's imagine for a sec, like if you decide to make a new generation of Pokemon, which a lot of people do and love doing, and then they make a new game out of it, right? What do you think is going to happen, Noble? If they had the OGL in Pokemon.
Oh, I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, you'd basically have to, pay up royalties and all that for your designs or whatever have you. So, but it's not all too bad though. Like people are revolting from this sort of thing. Like they're leaving Dungeons and Dragons over the whole what they've just pulled off.
Well, didn't they already make it as woke as possible?
Right, like
Oh yeah, they did.
like the 5th edition has all these stuff, they're trying to sanitize the orcs. They've tried to add things like combat wheelchairs and stuff to make it more accessible and inclusive.
Combat wheelchairs. Yeah, I remember that. I don't think in that world anyone in a wheelchair is going to be going off to combat. No.
Not especially not with all that stuff. Like, what? Imagine trying to fit a crossbow in there just so you could,
My goodness. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
But I wonder if it's recently that Dungeons and Dragons specifically, like that property has been losing quite a bit of money and members, over the last few quarters, I'm guessing, is why they're making this desperate move, right? They're trying to get income any way that they can.
I think
Weren't they
it's-
also doing something with NFTs?
I think they tried to get into that market, yeah, but it didn't really work out so well.
Gee, I wonder why.
Because that literally crashed and burned. It was popular for like what 2 or 3 months, the whole NFT craze, and now it's now it's all trash and no one wants it. People spent like $10,000 on a freaking digital sticker. Now it's worth like -4 cents. So
you
embarrassing.
basically have to pay, do the other stuff to get there.
It's crazy. What a waste.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm thinking that they're probably at this point getting kind of desperate. They've made a lot of very not okay business decisions that negatively affected them.
Yeah, and not to mention the whole, the 5th edition being what it is. Like,
Yeah, that probably hurt their business too, because
Yeah.
normal gamers don't want to see that crap.
so yeah, the OGL, the license, the old agreement was, outside designers, designers outside of Dungeons and Dragons could make adventures and rules, all that stuff, any way, anything, or anyhow, keep all their profits. This new agreement, Wizards of the Coast gets partial ownership of these new properties and the ability to demand a share of the profits. So again, that's where the royalties thing comes in.
Hold on. This is interesting. It sounds like they're so fucking slack and lazy without not knowing what to come up with. They're just going to let the public do it and then profit from that.
Yeah, yeah, that seems exactly like what they're
Well, that's
doing.
not- now that is
Oh.
actually some good reading between the lines. I mean,
Yeah, they just sit back and just rake it in. That's exactly what they're doing.
Maybe they should just open source it.
Oh,
at that point, it would actually be a better idea to open source Dungeons and Dragons that rather than s- strong arming the little man.
mm.
So yeah, but again, like imagine that, like if the ramifications for this sort of thing were applied to like big popular names and stuff or fan any kind of fan work, then yeah, it's going to be really mess. All right, well, interesting line of comment just as a side thing from Inu. Hey, my campaign ended when everyone switched their characters to military cat people. I'm like, hey, I'm the furry. What the hell?
Oh, dude, no way.
No, I'm a furry. Everyone's a furry now.
Were there any hairballs?
Well, you'd be the only wolf there, though, right? Like one
Husky.
canine amongst all the cats.
I
Oof,
mean,
that's gotta be
thing
tough.
is, one of the Dungeons and Dragons things, there's a race of people, the Kitsune people. So, yes, they are legitimately fox people. So make of that what you will. Yes, there is.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know. So Dungeons and Dragons has always had this kind of low-key furry appeal. It's just that it's there, but all the same, it's one of those things too. For context, said I was a halfling, so it's like half,
Oh,
human,
like an
half,
anthropat. Okay, I gotcha.
yeah, like a half thing and half and half. Like, because halflings are just half, mixed race. That's what they'd call them.
All right.
But yeah,
Good night, Inu. See you later.
Nah.
all right. So I reckon that's pretty much a wild ride for this week. Don't you reckon?
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of new stuff's going on for the new year. Uh, I'm looking forward to it. Haha.
I'm thinking I might need to start wearing some elbow pads, knee pads, and a pretty dense helmet with all the just how far we're being rolled around with all this.
Hey, don't forget to line your helmet with foil. But yeah, like I think I might need a padded room and like I need some sort of insulation to protect me from clown world. Sort of thing. Like don't leave home without your jacket. Sort of thing. But yeah, so I don't know, interesting lot of stories for this week. Crazy, crazy stuff. But who'd like to just say a closing statement for this sort of stuff that's happened this week?
All I'm going to say is try not to hit yourself in the head too hard or hit the brick wall too much because you'll give yourself a serious concussion.
Well,
Elvira?
Well, I do have some faith in humanity when we see the trends of like where the pros and cons of things are going. Like I said, the whole Hogwarts Legacy thing, we see most people are really interested in that, which is a positive audience feedback. Another thing is the whole M&M's thing, which no one seems to like, and the whole Velma thing too. I'm just glad that now this might sound weird, as this is a Scooby Doo spin-off series, but I'm glad that Scooby's not in this because that does not give them a chance to ruin him. Could you imagine if Scooby was in an animated series like this? What in God's green earth would they do to him? That poor dog. Oh, it would be a nightmare. So I'm glad he's out of it. He's been saved. Other than that, yeah, this is a pretty bonkers week, guys. But I'll see you next time.
Always, man. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this as much as we did in the making of it. Remember to stay dry and keep yourself very, very wide awake in this era of clown world where the crazy never stops. As always, our episodes are available on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Player.fm, iHeartRadio, BitChute, and more further down the line. This is us signing off for the week. Farewell And until next time.
Bye.
Ow!